Welcome to the EA Games Dome. Well, the first week is in the books. Thanks for being here again today in week 2. And we're just about ready to get this game started as the Browns match up against the home team. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the game. I'm Al Michaels. With me, as always, is John Madden.
These guys are lucky to have a quarterback like this to lead their team. He can make the best defenses look like some Pop Warner practice squad when he's at the top of his game. That secondary will have a hard time stopping him and his receiving crew in this one.
The Browns have a few receivers that he likes to throw to, and here's one of them. There's no question these two have developed that chemistry, and he's always finding an open spot on the defense to give his quarterback a target to hit. It wouldn't be surprising to see them hook up a few times in this one.
Wow, look at that pile of guys down there jumping and yelling. You can tell they can't wait to get out there in the field.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's coin toss. Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff. Let's get back to the play on the field. The kickoff team lines up.
Will be kicking off to start the game. The 25 back deep to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. He decides not to return this one. The offense just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession. Only one man back.
Over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Can't bring him down. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Again with the carry. Slips the tackle. What a collision. Lewis did a nice job on that one.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
John, as we look at the matchup, two teams that are evenly matched in a game that very likely goes down to the very end.
It sure looks that way, but that's exactly what's going to make this one so much fun to watch. They're both coming in here looking for a big win.
Bradford sets up. Looking upfield. It's on the ground. The Browns are there to pick up the ball. A heads-up play allows them to keep the ball.
You always need to be awake out there. You never know when this type of thing is going to happen.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Dropping back, closing in, throwing. He finds his man. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down.
8 on the play.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 43. They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Under pressure with the throw, breaking through. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
That's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Dropping back, pressure coming, throws it. He hits his receiver. The 30, the 20. Henning showing great speed and quickness after the catch.
When you're talking about guys that can really run, this is the guy we're talking about. He has a gear that not too many guys in this league can get to.
It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line. Bradford sets up. Pressure with the throw. The pass ball's incomplete. And that brings up 2nd down.
On the cover. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line.
Down he goes at the 11-yard line. Number 56. Stop that play before it could get started.
They tried to run the counter, but he saw what was coming before it even happened, throwing him for a loss. Got to give a lot of credit to the guys up front on that one.
Closing in. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Big time catch in the end zone, John. Boy, how did he break free?
I think they just lost track of him running around back there. They keep a better eye on him the next time they get down there near the goal line.
Moss comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he picks on the extra point. Just what they were looking for, John. Good play calling there. Key drive, touchdown.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was their offensive line. They did a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping their quarterback healthy and on his feet. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component to an effective offense.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 18, back deep to return.
Booming kick downfield. This play will be the first of the game for the offense. First and 10. Ball on their own 19. Duncan. Great fake. Throwing. Perfect throw. Good looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. The home team come out with three receivers tight. Langford gets set. Pass play here on first down. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Second and a deuce. Ball on their own 41. Throws it. Nice and deep. And he barely got enough. Perfect pass. Great catch, and that'll move the chains. The home team line up in Tripp's bunch. Passing on first down. Pressure coming. He's looking. Throwing. The pass ball's incomplete. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 46. With two extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Unleashes the deep ball. The 20, the 10, touchdown, home team. He didn't let up on that throw.
I'll tell you, I bet that touchdown pass knocked the air right out of him.
Gibson comes in for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. And so the offense is able to drive the majority of the field and finish with a touchdown.
Can't argue with the result. And the touchdown was the result that they were looking for. This offense can put it together.
Here's the kickoff team.
Baltimore is lined up for the kickoff. With 25, back deep to return.
He got all of that one. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. He took a knee in the end zone, and they'll start the drive at the 20.
Stay at him. Ball.
Pressure, throwing short to the right side. The 30. That's why he's so dangerous.
I'll tell you what, he's just a football player and a great ball handler. Anytime you get the ball in his hands, it can be big.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Get at him, Pete.
Dropping back. Goes with a short pass to the right side. And he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Gain of 3.
Gain on the play.
Bring the pain. Back off, DB. Get in there, man.
Closing in, and the catch is made. He tried the screen there, but he couldn't find much room to run.
Screen passes are good options when you want to try and fool the defense or there's nothing open downfield.
Lewis. Good job getting past the sticks on that run.
Gain of 4 on the play.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Come on, get up. Well, see, here come the Who's to the left.
And the halfback picks up about 3.
3-yard gain on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Stay up.
Bradford sets up.
Stay home. Bring that play.
Hand it off. Lewis didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
3rd and 6. And this is the 7th play of this drive. Under pressure, looking for a receiver, and this pass is completed. Bradford doing an excellent job on this drive.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
Pass play here on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Runs through the tackle. When you give him time, he'll find a receiver.
Yeah, and with this guy, he doesn't throw it behind them. He doesn't throw it over their head. He throws it where they're going.
First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
They'll go with the run once again. Great penetration there.
And that's the thing. To stop any kind of run between the tackles, you have to get some sort of penetration. You have to get into the backfield, and when you do that, you make the back change direction, making him go where he doesn't want to go.
Number 85 comes in motion.
That all you got?
Drops back. Pressure coming. Flings it to the outside. That short pass incomplete. Brings up a third down play. They'll go with the quarter defense. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. On the one. Breaks away from the tackle.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
First down and goal to go. Receives the handle. Running back picks up about 7 yards. At the end of the first quarter, it's not enough. Baltimore, 7. Cleveland, 7. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Man in motion. Lewis closing in for the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
This is exactly how you execute the play pattern. The quarterback does a great job of selling the run, and that freezes the defense long enough for his receiver to get open in the end zone for the score.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. So the offense puts together a tiny string of plays that ends with the ball in the end zone and a touchdown on the scoreboard.
And give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
Lindsey comes in to kick
Gets
off.
lined up for the kickoff. Number 18 back to return.
Should be a return here. From the 4. Lays into him with a stiff arm. On their last possession, they did a great job moving the ball through the air on their way to the end zone. And you'd expect to see the same thing here until the defense proves they can defend against the pass. The backs are lined up in an eye. Pass play here on first down. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. The 40. The 50. Duncan with great speed, showing what he can do when he gets into the open field.
Yeah, it's tough to try and cover this guy in any route, and it's even tougher when he gets the ball in his hand. He's a heck of a player.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 41-yard line. Duncan with the pass, nearly intercepted. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
Get at him! Get the ball! Ain't nothing. Here come the heat.
Pressure coming. Throwing. Incomplete pass. Well, the quarterback did his part.
That's another one of those deals where he was looking to run before he had the ball.
Dime backs in for this play.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Pressure. Throws it at the 30. On the run. And there's a flag on the play.
Holding on the offense.
So it's third and long now.
The one thing that'll drive a coach crazy is helping the defense with penalties.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Throwing. And he makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 43. Williams will come into this game to punt. Henning will go back to accept this punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 21.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Closing in, flings it to the outside. Can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down.
Intended receiver on the play.
Baltimore comes out in their nickel package.
On the 21-yard line.
Drops back. Under pressure. Throwing. No one there that time. Now it's 3rd down after the incompletion.
The intended receiver on the play.
With the throw, the adjustment, he has it.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
First and 10. Ball on their own 32. Throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Rosen, he hits his receiver. They'll move the chains with that completion.
Yeah, that was a great recognition by the quarterback, knowing where to go with the football against the blitz and knowing how to get it there.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Bradford gets set. Give it to the halfback. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 45. 6th play of this drive. Using motion. Slings it to the outside. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Miller continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game. The offense lines up with split backs behind the quarterback.
43-yard line.
Pressure, gets rid of it. He shakes a defender. He's running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day.
On the play.
Lindsey lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the punt. And this punt will sail out of bounds. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 26. Cleveland with 6 defensive backs.
26-yard line.
Throws it. Great throw. Missed tackle. Really ate up the coverage on that play, John.
That receiver makes all of his receptions look easy.
Cleveland comes out in a dive package. Dropping back. Closing in. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Fumble. The fumble is scooped up. A lot of space in front of him. He's at the 20. The 10. The defense comes up with a fumble and a touchdown.
The coach has to be disappointed with that one. He was trying to figure out a way to bring his team back, and his offense just can't hang on to the ball.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 18 back to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. Baltimore down by 2 touchdowns. Takes over on offense. Cleveland comes out with 7 in the secondary. And it's caught. Has room. The 40. Across midfield. An incredible play.
Everyone was on the same page in that pass play. It seemed like the receiver ran out of gas.
Duncan lines up behind his fullback in the eye. The pass. That pass was a wobbler.
Yeah, that was an ugly-looking pass. But I'll tell you, it got them the first down they needed.
It's 1st and 10. They'll go with the quarter defense. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. Quarterback did a good job avoiding the pass rush, but couldn't find anybody open.
He waited until the last second, then he got the ball out of there. He does a nice job of feeling the pass rush, but he has to know who his hot receiver is if he feels pressure, or if he sees the defense coming on a blitz.
Under pressure, throwing. The pass falls incomplete. Rich made a great defensive play, tipping the pass away.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. Dropping back with the throw. Behind him, but he hasn't. Blackford continues to pass effectively and has now thrown for over 200 yards. The backs are lined up in an eye. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Touchdown. Home team. Great timing on that touchdown throw.
And that's one of those passes we see a lot. When the quarterback releases it, the receiver's not even looking. But then he looks up, and the ball's right there.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. Down the field, they went efficiently and effectively over 70 yards to the end zone.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Williams will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 25, back deep.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 3. Stiff arm there. What a stiff arm. Cleveland sends the offensive unit out onto the field looking to build the lead. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 27. Hand it off to the back. Tackle at the 28. Only a yard by the halfback.
1 yard gain on the play.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 28-yard.
2 minutes left in the quarter. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. So 2 minutes left before halftime. Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. Bradford showed his strong arm and lightning release on that throw.
That's just to display a great hand shown by that receiver. The throw was a little off the mark, but he got his fingertips on it and brought it in for the catch. One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
The pass on 1st down. Closing in with the pass. Perfect throw. And he's tackled at the 35-yard line. That powerful arm brings them a 1st down this time.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throws. This guy really let it go. They can run about anything here in the next couple of downs. I'm sure they'd like to get a touchdown out of it, and that'd be a real boost for them going into the half.
Passing on 1st down. Under pressure. Rolling. Perfect pass. They were able to make it past the 1st down marker on that play.
And the receiver did a good job of maintaining body control to jump up and grab it.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Pressure coming. Throws it. He hits his receiver. Good catch by the receiver on that play.
Yeah, he made sure he was in the clear, moved into position, and made the catch. Here's where the defense needs to make a big play. Maybe they bring some heat with a blitz or they change up the coverage. That way they can force the offense into making a mistake and keep them from getting any points before the half.
Gets rid of it with the catch on the run. Cleveland will call a timeout here. They have 2 remaining. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs. The offense has a great shot at scoring a touchdown before the half. They don't need to be concerned with time, so any play works in this situation.
Man in motion. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. A lot of big hits today.
Yeah, that guy almost had the decal knocked off his helmet when he tried to get across the line of scrimmage on that one. I think this is where you bring in one of the 2 tight ends, heck, maybe even 3, and you try and find one of them open for the score.
Lewis. Nice play fake to the end zone. Pass ball's incomplete. No one there, and now it's 3rd down.
One guy to watch here is a quarterback. There's always a chance that he can run it, especially when they're this close. Whoever makes the play here will have the momentum going into the half.
Only one man back. Bradford with a man in motion. Touchdown, Cleveland.
This is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And he kicks on the extra point. Lindsay in to kick this one off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 18 back deep to return.
Booming kick downfield. He downs it in the end zone. And we'll see if they can move the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession.
They got to have good clock management if they want to get some points in this drive. And if they can get some, it'll be a big help for them going into half.
Bring that plane, sir.
Passing on first down with the throw. Incomplete pass. He just couldn't find a way to bring in that pass.
I think that was a case of just thinking about what he was going to do with it once he caught it, instead of thinking about catching it. You got to catch it first before you can think about what you're going to do with it once you get it. There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
Drops back, pressure, gets rid of it, drops the interception. John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
And that's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Ball on their own 20. Closing in with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. Langford with a tight spiral on that pass.
That guy's always had a great arm. That's something you can't teach.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Going to the air on first down. Under pressure, throws out to the left. Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have one timeout left. They'll need some good yardage here on second down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. They'll go with the quarter defense. Pressure coming with the throw. Pass ball's incomplete. Third down upcoming after that incomplete pass. And let's see if they can convert on third down. If they do, then we'll see how they choose to manage the clock. 3rd and 6. Ball on their own 40.
Give it all you got. Hey, come on.
Pressure, gets rid of it, and he makes the grab. And he's forced out of bounds at the 43. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
He throws lasers all over the field. He can throw them short, he can throw them long, he can throw them medium, he can throw them anywhere. One thing as a defender you want to avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, slips the tackle. The defender goes down. So they're able to pick up another first down.
And this offense is clicking. They're making the right calls at the right time.
He's rushing the offense back to the line. Closing in, gets the pass off. Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have no timeouts left. Gibson heads out onto the field for the field goal attempt. And it's on its way. And so that kick is good. Williams comes in to kick off.
Lined up for the kickoff. 25 back deep to return.
Decent kick. We should have a return from the 7. First and 10. Lewis breaks free, and he's tackled at the 28-yard line. It's the end of the second quarter with the score, Cleveland 28, Baltimore 17. Here are the halftime stats as we get set for the second half kickoff. Here's the kickoff team.
Will be kicking off to start the second half. Number 13.
Should be a return here. From the 7-yard line.
Holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 12. Running right. He has some room. To the 20. Fresh set of downs after a nice pickup on the ground.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
Langford sets up. Man in motion. Going to the left. 4-yard gain there.
The ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Using motion. Under pressure. Throws it. Number 17 now has over 100 yards in receptions.
And nice moves and great speed has allowed him to get there.
They need about 3. Pressure coming. Fires it over the middle.
Here's the thing. You have to realize that in this league, if you're going to make a catch, somebody's going to be there and try and knock it out of you. This time, he does a great job of absorbing the hit and still making the catch.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Langford with a man in motion. Duncan misses it. He loses it. The home team dive on the fumble. And so the offense is fortunate to recover its own fumble.
That guy was right there to make the recovery.
7 yards to go. Langford sets up. Walker comes in motion. Pressure with the pass. Got it off just before they got to him.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt a pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
The Browns come out on a nickel package.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Langford gets set, drops back, closing in, slings it over the middle. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Goes with a short pass to the right side. Breaking free. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
Looks like someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
Cleveland comes out in a dime package. Under pressure, gets rid of it, and it's caught. They convert for the 1st down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Duncan, the deep back.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Flings it to the outside. On the money. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And they're making it look easy out there. Their 5th first down of the drive.
And the key out there has been great play calling, and even better execution. They mixed it up well, and the defense has been on their heels this whole drive.
Langford gets set. Toss play to the right. And he's tackled behind the line by Hamilton. Good work by the defensive line there.
They got off the ball, got penetration, shut off those running lanes. He was looking for a hole, but the only thing he saw was a massive wall of defenders.
2nd down, goal to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. Only one man in the backfield. Langford sends a man in motion. Nice pull there. They picked up about 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play. Third and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Get in there. Ain't nothing. Get out, Pete.
To carry it, setting up play action to the end zone. Incomplete pass. Wayne did a good job getting open, gave his quarterback a target in the end zone, but couldn't bring it in.
That's got to be disappointing. There's a play they like to run when they're looking to get into the end zone. Everything seemed to work just as it did in practice, but he couldn't find a way to get it under control.
So this will be a 23-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. That kick is good, and it's a 2nd field goal of the game. The home team are looking for a late-game comeback. With that score, they're just a touchdown behind. Williams is just about ready to kick this one away.
25, back to
He got all of that one. Fumble. The home team scoop it up. Following the fumble, they take over with great field position. Duncan, the deep back.
At the 20-yard line.
Pressure coming, passing right. He hits his receiver. 2nd and short, upcoming after a good pickup through the air.
Right here is one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with the play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
Only one man back. Pressure with the throw. Right in stride. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
7-yard gain on the play.
Let's go. Ball. Bulldog under.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Duncan. Gain of about 1. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today.
Let's go. Come on.
Dropping back. Closing in. Gets rid of it. And the catch is made. Number 88 makes another great catch. Another timely reception. Has a total of 6 catches today. So now we have 3rd and goal. Ball 1 foot away. Duncan, the lone back.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Another run. Touchdown, Baltimore. Great rushing touchdown there.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
So they'll try to get the 2 here. Langford sets up to the end zone. Ooh, nearly picked off. So the drive didn't have a whole lot of yardage involved, but as an offense, your job is to score wherever the drive may start, and that's exactly what they did.
As a defense, it's a tough situation when you come out and you realize the offense doesn't have to go very far. I'm sure the next drive they'll come out and want to stop them, no matter where the drive starts.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 13.
They'll return this one from the 7.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a close game right till the end.
Hit him low. Bulldog under. Look about. You see,
First and 10.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. Great throw. Lewis is having a big game with 5 catches now.
Gain of 6 on the play.
The Browns line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback.
31-yard line.
let's go. Ball. Set. We can left.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Flings it to the outside. Shakes off the tackle. The 40. The 40. Into the open field. The 10. Touchdown, Browns. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone that was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. Big plays make for big scores. And the touchdown drive was a lightning strike taking less than a minute off the game clock.
That's a sign of a good coach. You find the mismatches and you take advantage of it. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried the same thing again in the next play when they have the ball on offense.
Lindsey will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 18, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 7. The home team will start the drive from the 22.
Number 13 on the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
22-yard line.
9-yard gain. They'll go from the I formation.
Pick up the heat.
He tucks it away. With the pass, it's batted away. That incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
About a yard to go. Ball on their own 31. Dump it. Just about a yard on the run.
With the carry, 1-yard gain on the play.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Browns ahead of the home team, 35-26. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. So the lineup to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 26-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Bradford sets up, dropping back to pass on first down. Almost picked off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. And this pass is completed. Great catch and run there by Swift.
Hey, that's all you have to do with this guy. Just give him the ball and let him outrun everybody on the field.
It's first and 10. It's the toss to the left. Great play in the backfield by Nelson. That play wasn't going anywhere except backwards.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
Second and long. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Bradford sets up. Penning in motion. Dropping back. Closing in. Throws it. Almost intercepted. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into a zone. It threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
And this is the fifth play of this drive. They give it to the halfback. Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
The lineup for what will be his second punt of the game. Here's the kick, and he signals for the fair catch. And this will be a touchdown. First and 10. Ball on their own 20. Under pressure, gets rid of it, comes up with it, and he's tackled at the 26. Number 88 told us before the game he thought he'd have a big day, and he's proven it. That's 7 catches thus far. Cleveland comes out in their nickel package. Pressure coming, throws it, great throw. The 50. Big-time play by Walker.
The thing is, he got some separation there, and he was able to get him a big chunk of yard. These guys that can shrug off tackles are great to have in your backfield. Some of these guys are big, and they just run over the defender. Well, other guys wait until the defender commits, and they use a move or a juke or a spin to get out of a tackle.
Langford continues his domination of this pass defense. With that completion, he's now over 400 yards. Duncan is the deep back. Pressure. He's taken down in the backfield. Langford under big pressure and goes down hard.
These guys are really playing well up front. The coaching staff does a real good job of getting these guys ready to play out there.
Second down, and they need 15 for the first. Ball on the 39-yard line. Gets the pass off, and the catch is made. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
It's third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. The defense can't figure him out. He hauls in another pass. This might be a good challenge by the coach.
The call on the field is questionable. They're going to review it, and this one might get reversed.
John, they're trying to determine exactly where they'll spot the ball.
I'll tell you what, unless they're seeing something that we're not seeing, I don't think they're going to overturn this one.
After a unit of play, the unit on the field is overturned. No time will be charged to the offense.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at, and they made it easy to overrule.
They'll go from the I formation. The ground, great fake, throwing, and it's intercepted. He has room. The 30. The defender is there to make the play.
That was a great pick. He was reading the quarterback like a book.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
Back off, DB.
The Browns line up with two backs behind the quarterback.
First and 10.
Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass. After that turnover, here's how both teams are doing in that department.
Check him out. Get him. Something heat. Get him low.
Second and 10. Ball on the 40.
Drops back. Closing in with the throw. This pass is incomplete. The tight end was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job, delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Ball on their own 41. The home team line up in the quarter defense. To carry it. 8-yard gain.
33. Gain of 8 on the play.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one. Past the goal line, no return here. The home team come out with 3 receivers tight. He's looking, throwing. He hits his receiver. Number 88 was in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration. Look at that one right into his hand.
Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it, and this pass is completed. Langford could have knocked the wind out of the receiver with that first down throw.
Now that's a quick release. The quarterback decided where he wanted to go with it, and boom, it was in the receiver's hand.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 36. Dropping back, steps up into the pocket, gets the pass off, slips the tackle. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Looking for an option. Throwing. Right on top. Ball loose. The home team recover. A very timely recovery by the offense.
Yeah, that's keeping your eye on what's going on out there.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Gets rid of it. Turns. He has it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The quarterback delivered the ball right on time for the touchdown.
Yeah, that guy knew exactly how far he had to go to cross the goal line to get in there for the score.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up, and he picks on the extra point. Big touchdown to narrow the gap, but still plenty of work to do.
That's exactly the type of game that the coach wants to play. Keep things close until the 4th quarter, then put the game away. The defense is going to have to come up big here and get the ball back to the offense if they want a shot at winning this thing.
I'm not sure if this is a ruse or if they're serious. They should just probably kick this one deep. Here we go. Cleveland recovers it. Nothing happened for the offense on their last drive as they went 3-0. This one is just about in the books. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Bradford sets up. Baltimore will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Lewis was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
And off the tailback, Aldridge created problems in the backfield on that play. Nowhere to go that time, John.
And that was the case of the defense winning the battle at the point of attack. If your defense can control the line of scrimmage, it makes running the ball to the middle of formation very difficult. One thing you can try and do is some runs to the outside, maybe a sweep or a toss play, designed to loosen them up in the middle of the field. I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this run's over.
John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. They couldn't get another first to run out the clock. They'll have to punt. Lindsay will do his best to get this one inside their 5. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch. Into the end zone, touchback. Still a lot of time for them to get into field goal range, and they're working now with a fresh set of downs. Pass play here on first down. Throws it. Almost got it. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Cleveland lines up with 7 guys in the secondary. Langford sets up. Slings this one. He hits his receiver. Number 88 did a nice job of bringing that one in.
Yeah, either that or it just got thrown in there so hard it stuck.
And they hurry up to the line. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. The third down pass is dropped.
That is a catch you have to make. The quarterback did a pretty good job getting the ball to his receiver, and he just dropped it. Every one of these guys on defense is loving it. They've kept him from getting a first for 3 plays. And all they got to do is come through one more time and give their team a win.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. And this pass is completed. They'll call this play at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. They almost got to him for the sack.
This defense really likes to keep the pressure on the passer. They bull rush, they speed rush, they blitz from the outside, all in an attempt to create turnover opportunities in the secondary. The offensive line needs to do a better job of holding on their block, giving a little extra time in the pocket that the quarterback needs.
The blitz is on. Throwing. And it's complete. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Home team. What a great reception for the touchdown.
Yeah, that guy created some room and showed good body control to maintain control of that one.
Nelson catches another touchdown pass. His second down. They line up to go for 2. Langford gets set, using motion.
Bust this grill, D.
They fail on the 2-point conversion.
It's really hard to score that close to the goal line. The defense knows you're coming and stacks the line with all their big guys.
Williams is back and ready to put this one in the air. Good kick, should be returnable. From the 4. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going. The Browns line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback.
First and 10.
You get all you got.
Throwing on first down. Pressure. Slings it out left side. Cleveland will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts left.
Time is a factor, but I think they could still use the middle of the field.
It's first and 10.
Ain't got nothing.
Bradford sets up. Going to the air on first down. Can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
You got to think they'll be going with something in the air here, conserving time while moving downfield for the score.
Baltimore looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Drops back. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Runs through the tackle. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up first down.
The quarterback trying to get his team closer here on first down.
And it's every quarterback's dream to drive his team down and throw the touchdown that brings him back. I'll tell you, he wants nothing more than to do that right here.
Second down now. They have to get closer to the end zone. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
We'll see.
Stepping up, pass is led. The pass ball's incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
3rd and long, but needing a touchdown, they'll be going for it on 4th down as well if they can't pick up the first here. 3rd and long. Ball on the 37-yard line. Pumps once. Throws it. Hits his receiver in stride. And has been there over and over today, all day long. 7 catches so far.
Here's a no huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
With the pass, the Browns call a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Split backs this time.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Get in there. Bring that pain, baby. Come on.
Under pressure, gets the pass off. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Not much time remaining, and they'll have to get closer for a legitimate shot at getting the touchdown. Throwing. Good throw. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. Cleveland will call a timeout here. They have none remaining. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. Baltimore looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. They'll pass on the first down. Pressure coming. Following the sack, it's 2nd and long.
Huge loss on the play.
Hill stopped the clock with a spike. The defense concentrating on one thing only, not letting anybody cross the goal line.
So what the offense has to do is create a passing window with the patterns they run so the quarterback can fire one in there. If he gets pressured, he has to just throw it up for grabs and hope one of his guys can find a way to come down with it.
And he's tackled behind the line.
Makes the sack. Huge loss on the play.
And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Baltimore 39, Cleveland 35. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michael saying so long.